Once again, here's your host, Tom Gelehrter.
Time for a field trip this week as we step into the office of head coach Tommy Tuberville for a very special tour. And coach, lots to see. You collect memorabilia from all over, and one of the most impressive things I think every time I come into this office is your coin collection. You've gone on tour all over the world and collected some pretty impressive coins.
Yeah, they call these challenge coins, and when you go to these bases, Air Force, Army, or whatever kind of base across the globe, you know, our officers and some of the non-commissioned officers have their own coin, and it usually has a saying on it either about their company or their platoon, and it's pretty neat. So I've had the ability to go overseas and collect quite a few of these. I've got one from General Petraeus, who was running the war in Iraq at the present time we went over, and as you can see here, I was able to go with you know, Jim Trussell, Mike Brown, Houston Nutt, Rick Newhouse, myself, Jim Grobe, Troy Calhoun from the Air Force Academy, and just a great group of guys. And we went over, we had a good time. It's a hard trip because of, I think we went 43,000 miles in 8 days in a KC-135 refueler, which is a plane built in 1961. It flies, it's like a gas station over the ocean that fills up these F-16s and F-22. So really enjoyed that. And this is a plaque I got. We went to an amazing site, if anybody ever has a chance, which is hard to do. This came from our aircraft carrier Abe Lincoln, and it's actually, you know, made out of wood at the top of an aircraft carrier. We have, what, 5 or 6 in the world, and it's amazing. 7,000 or 8,000 people on this ship. They actually have a mall underneath. It's a huge, huge ship that it's something that separates us from other countries about the power that we have in our military. So I know the captain that was on that for a year. Captains only, the commanding officers only have 1 year that command ships like this, and he did 1 year, and good guy and big guy from Texas Tech. But really, really excited about all the things I have here from going overseas and meeting a lot of our troops at all the different bases.
Coach, as we move down the counter, you have some pretty recognizable friends here behind us as we check out the pictures. Yeah,
I've been fortunate to have the opportunity to meet a lot of people and win some awards. I won, I think, 7 or 8 College Football Coach of the Year awards back in 2004. This is one of them from Sporting News. I've won a couple of ESPY awards for either plays that we've had in games that I've coached, or sometimes a little golf tournament played in. Had the opportunity to coach against some legends, Bobby Bowden, some of those guys, but this was a good friend of mine right here, passed away, as we all know, a couple years ago, Joe Paterno. Had a chance to coach against him as a head coach and as an assistant, and really enjoyed him. He's a great person. His wife, Sue, is a wonderful person, and we hated to lose him and go out the way that he did in college football, but he was a gentleman in our sport.
No question about it. And Faith Hill, Tim McGraw, I got to work with them a little bit.
Well,
too.
A little bit in the blind side, and you can see these pictures. This is one with Tim McGraw here. We're on the red carpet in New York, and that's his wife Faith, who came, and of course Tim was the dad in the blind side, and that was a fun time. We had a good time doing that show and our movie, and just amazed how popular it's been over the years. But one of the most popular movies ever made, and I just was fortunate to be part of it.
We wrap up our tour of Coach Tuberville's office over in the corner by his desk. A lot of work done over here, a lot of memorabilia, game balls, gifts, and a guitar in case you have a little spare time.
One of my special talents here. I'm learning to play the guitar. Now my brother's played it for 50 years. He's an expert, and he's a songwriter and all that. But I really love music, country and western music, and I've met a lot of the stars. Toby Keith's a good friend of mine. This was given to me out in Lubbock by Wade Bowen, who is an excellent songwriter and a great guitar player himself. He's got a lot of recordings on a lot of the big records. It's played all you know, over the many years. But really enjoy music. It kind of gets you away from you know, the football thing, but you have to have something besides that. And I enjoy listening to country and western music when I watch film during the day.
I was going to say, you stop by Coach Tuberville's office and he's watching film, there's a good chance there's some country and western music on in the background. Right now, Coach has to get ready for ECU. We'll preview that game when we return.